Hey y'all, how are you all doing today? I just wanted to come on and share with you in this video on my January recap and how January was like a miracle month for me and how I was able to manifest a lot of my goals like for the year within 1 month. So if you are into that, if you would like to know how I was able to do that, I want you to stay tuned because I'm going to share all about it. And just to let you know, AirPods, stay, they do not stay in my ears. I have extra tiny ears and they just don't stay in. Could you give me something in the comments that lets me know how to let these things stay in your ear? Really tiny ears. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep one in. I hope it's not scratching in the video. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, I think it will stay in for a little while. All right, so the first point I want to make is that January was a great month for me. I was not really going to really share about it, but I was speaking with my coach yesterday, and she was really like in awe of the things that I was able to do. And so, in 2024, my word for the year is service. And I knew that moving back into full-time entrepreneurship, I wanted to share with you all, what um, I do, any successes, failures, all in a bid to share and to serve you with the steps that I'm taking in full-time entrepreneurship. So I hope that you would appreciate this. And if you are listening to this on YouTube or the podcast, I want to ask you to, leave a comment on if you'd really like to hear this sort of thing. And so I'll continue sharing. All right. At the end of this video, you let me know. At the end of this recording, you let me know. So January was a great month. And I would say that, I was wowed by my shared determination, wowed by the grace of God, wowed about the opportunities of favor that came my way. Johnson January was really, really, really encouraging. And I just wanted to share a bit about, what that looked like. So in January, a lot of people have said that, January is really, if you're from the Caribbean, we call it Gova season month, where things are really difficult. We have spent all our money in December, and January is really a month that we really struggle through financially. It's a month where people don't really work and very little progress is made, mainly because of the period between December and the beginning of February. But for me, being back to full time, I knew that I could not afford because there was no income coming to me in January from my day job. Like, everything that I earned during that month was from what I would have to work for. And so knowing that, I really went hard in on January. From December, I would have set all of my goals, did my entire year planning and, what I would like to see in 2024. And I really went in on that. And I knew that yes, January would be a long month, which it was. January made us feel all of its days, like even down to day 31. And throughout the month, since the beginning of the year, I really went hard into really focusing on my goals, what my day looked like. I had it down to the T. If you, I use this tool that's always linked in my Instagram stories and on my pages. And if you are on my email list, you will have gotten this as well. And so it's a timer that shows, yes, the time, but it also has these parts here that I could set different times to different tasks. And I use this religiously even for this recording. All right, so I use this to help me stay on target. All right, and I've used this religiously for the month to help me stay on target with my goals and the timing that I get everything done during the day. And I would say because of that and my shared determination and like knowing exactly what it is I want and the tasks that I need to complete during the day, that has helped me to, um, solidify some opportunities that came my way in January. Now, I say that to say that any month of the year is what you make it. All right. It's not, you know, really good to put things out in the atmosphere to say that, okay, January is a hard month. I know for quite a few people, January was like the best month ever. And I'm saying that in the context of not only financially, because for me, I would not say it was, I hit my goal to say financially, but I came down near to creating an opportunity for the rest of the years of the the rest of the months of the year to be where I wanted to be. And that would not have happened if I did not make that focus in January or get those opportunities in January. All right. So it was a great manifestation of my faith, my focus. All right. Those two F's, faith and focus, that caused a great manifestation for me, for my goal in starting in January. Now, when I say that, what do I mean? For the year, I had set a goal to gain 3 contracts for the year. Now, in January, I achieved 2 of them. Yes. And it was one, lo and behold, on the last day of January, I got word that another one was approved. So I can tell you for a fact that January is what you make it. So if you are looking at this in January, I want you to remember and I want you to say to yourself for each January that January is one of my best months. It's not a over season month. It's not a hard month. It's not a long month. It's not a stressful month. It is a month full of possibilities, and I am going to make so much happen that will set the tone for the rest of the year. And I want to share that as an encouragement to you. Another point I want to share coming out of that is that your personal routine is so important. Your personal routine is so important. If I did not stick to my routine, my goals, doing what I do every day that fuels me, that helps me to get everything that I need to get done, sharing this resource again with you. I read this every morning alongside my Bible. Everything is here on my office desk that I do that starts off my routine. I spend few moments in just quiet and gratitude for the day. I shared a bit about this in last week's podcast on, how I go through my day. If you have not seen that, you should go back to my last podcast episode and see and listen into what I do on a daily basis. After I do that, I head straight into my tasks for the day, and I use that timer to help me to do the follow up with who I have to follow up with, seek new opportunities. I seek new opportunities daily, and that always helps. For you, you would have to detail how those opportunities will look for you. I have my routine on how I look for opportunities daily. And that personal routine that sets you up for success is so important. And it's something that I want you to pay close attention to as well. Another thing that I want to share that made January so great is that I realized that I have great negotiation power. Being a procurement professional for over 20 years, negotiation is a critical part of getting value for money, ensuring that you have quality, products and services, ensuring that with your clients that you, get the best value over that you give service, you get great service. And so I realized that I have great negotiation power. One of the results of getting these encounters meant that I had to travel to the location where it has to be executed, which was great because it's the place that I love where all of my friends are. So it was a plus for me to be able to spend time with my closest friends, to travel to my favorite destination. And a plus was to meet with the people that I would be working with and contract with. And in talking to them, I realized that I'm smart. I ask great questions. I am very thorough. And I want you to take that as well into your business to know that, listen, you are so smart. I'm looking at you, I'm speaking to you who are listening. You are so smart. You are so intelligent. You know your business, your industry inside out. There's nothing that would stop you from gaining great opportunities, even starting from today, that you look for. You start the ball rolling and you put yourself into spaces that would allow you to shine, would allow you to grow, would allow you to be the best and to gain the greatest amount of income from all of your greatness. You got that? Okay, great. My ears are so, oh my goodness. So let's move on. Right, so understand that you have great negotiation power. Write down the questions that you know would help you to, have the best possible outcomes and get yourself out there. All right. The next thing that I want to share is that January sets the tone for the rest of the year. I want you to start letting January be that month for you. Let it set the tone. Start off with, um, such a purpose in your life, in your business. I know that every day could be a new day, every day could be a new year. But in this context, what would stop you from, waiting to get into that mode more than the top of, letting it understanding that the top of the new year, it should set the tone for your rest of the year. And it has definitely done that for me. I could have easily been in a very monotonous tone, monotonous mood, continuing to wonder like, what am I going to be doing with my business for this year, knowing that hey, it's all on me. Like the income that I make is from the efforts that I put in, and knowing that I knew that I had to be super, super, super focused. Okay. And so that is why I'm just sharing this with you so that you could take it as a point of encouragement that you could use the beginning of the year. Let's say we are in the beginning of February at the time of this recording. This can be also be your January, right? If you took January off to rest, to reflect, to ease into your new year, why not start today? You know, I want you to always look at um, your end goal, and each day is a new day to make one set up for you to just take one step forward, to push the needle forward in the direction of your goal. Now, I know that I shared that I had a goal of 3 contracts for the year, and I got 2 so far in the first month. I know that when you are writing down your goals and you are setting those goals, you have to be so specific and so clear. And yes, I did have a dollar amount for those contracts that I said that I wanted, and the contracts were not in that amount. I mean, honestly, they were nowhere near. It was much lower. And I say that to say that even though you have a win, I never want you to make that win a big win or a small win. All wins are wins, big and small. And so I am using that, even though the amount was not what I had planned, I'm using that as such fuel to say, okay, I still have the goal of the 3 contracts at the value that I wanted. And these here now are stepping stones towards that bigger goal. These here are such encouragement. Each little piece makes up the big goal. This testimony over here will not be celebrated any less than this testimony over here. They are all wins, they are all testimonies, they are all signs and manifestations that are showing you that you are capable, you are able to achieve everything that you set your mind to. I am so encouraged and excited that, okay, if these things can happen here, I know that these things can happen over here. And so I'm continuing pressing, financial goals. I know that I have a ways to go to meet it, but I am so encouraged and excited that I know at the end of this year, I am going to be where I want to be. There's literally no doubt about it. And I know that with the focus that I have at this time, that I'm gonna make it even before I really know it. I believe that it has already been done, and so I need to just keep the focus to um, see it to the full reality. So thank you so much for tuning in to this short message that I appreciate that I had to record this and put it out there for you, so that there would be record that you would know where I'm at and where I'm looking forward to. And I think that it's a great encouragement for you to move forward in your business and your life. So I'll chat with you all again soon, hopefully next week. And until then, make this day um, be the day that would help you to move your life, your business forward, just one step, one action. Be focused on your goal. Look at your personal routine, all right? Ensure that you improve or grow your negotiation power and set the tone for the rest of the year. All right. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If this was of any inspiration or help to you, I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to share, leave a comment, send me a message on Instagram. Let me know what was the thing that stood out to you most. All right, and let's keep this conversation going. So have a great day, and we will chat again very soon.